So for those of us who are in the loop, Tesla have come out with probably one of the fastest production vehicles on the market right now. And that is, of course, the Tesla Plaid. And while the Plaid is coming out, they're essentially getting rid of the Plaid Plus because, I mean, the Plaid already is insanely fast. It's going to be giving us 1,000+ horsepower. It's going to give us a maximum speed of 200 miles an hour, a range of just under 400 miles, and of course a 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, which I believe, and I might be wrong about this, but if I am wrong, you'll definitely let me know in the comments below. But I do believe that under 2 seconds, in this case 1.99 seconds, might be the fastest production vehicle, at least for the price range that you're going to be getting this car at. So I'm going to go into more of the details on this vehicle and sort of summarize the delivery event that Elon Musk himself held not too long ago, and sort of break it down and condense it into a much shorter video for you guys. So without further ado, let's start it up. So we're seeing that Tesla is going with much more of a minimal design in this vehicle, of course, compared to its predecessors. And something that I found pretty interesting is the fact that I assumed that they would still pretty much go with your regular round steering wheel, but it seems like they're actually using your almost like a fighter pilot type yoke. And I'm guessing it seems like this is what we're going to be getting when the car is delivered. In addition to retaining this same steering wheel that we've seen in prototypes or pre-production models, it seems that they're essentially getting rid of the gear stick, I guess whatever the equivalent of that would be, where you have like park and drive and so on. In this case, it seems like once you get in the car, all you have to do is put your foot on the brakes, and then once the car gives you the signal to do so, you take your foot off the brakes, put it on the gas, and you're pretty much moving, which is rather interesting. I do know Elon Musk also mentioned that the car essentially is going to be self-correcting over time, so it's going to pretty much be able to predict what you're likely to do, whether you're the type who reverses out of your driveway and then starts driving. Your car will eventually be able to pick that up. Safety wise, it has 5-star safety, and of course, while it's meant to still be tested out by the government to ensure that it meets whatever standards that it needs to meet, it still gives you one of the lowest probabilities of injury of all the Teslas that have been created so far. And getting into more of like the techie, like engineering stuff, of course the 3 motors in addition, which make it an all-wheel drive vehicle. I believe it's 2 in the back, 1 in the front, because generally, even if you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, you still want it to be a bit more rear biased than front biased. I could speak about that for hours, but the general idea is you want it to be a little bit more rear biased. And as far as heating and cooling, we're getting 30% better performance in cold weather. You have hidden vents, and you have acoustic glass, which is going to, I mean, of course, first of all, it's going to keep the car cooler, but also the acoustics of it are going to keep the car quiet. So overall, we're expecting a fairly interesting vehicle. From an engineering point of view, I'm sort of curious to see how it does around the track, because I feel like building a car that goes fast in a straight line is great and all, but being able to build a vehicle that's going to feel comfortable driving around turns, that's sort of important, especially if you're a car guy or an engineer, I guess in my case, because I just like cars that are really well engineered. And as far as delivery goes, this car is essentially available right now, so you can pretty much go ahead and order yourself one if that is what you're into. Price wise, we're looking at $130,000+. So maybe that might deter a few people, but overall, let me know what you guys think about this car. What do you think about the features of it? And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.